When I agreed to make the modern media console, I needed an outfeed table to cut all the big pieces of plywood so they'd be supported. And I needed it quick and I needed it cheap. So I have this outfeed table made out of just old pieces of pallets and one piece of hardboard on the top. That's it. There's some pallets underneath to support the hardboard. And that's it. My husband has referred to it as the horse table because it's got long, skinny legs. And it's pretty wobbly. So I'm gonna make a better one. So I messed up these legs. I was supposed to make the tenon, I guess you call it. It was only supposed to go to here where the plywood's going to sit. And I can't just cut this off because I will lose inches in the leg, and then in an outfeed table it's very important for it to be right at the height, or maybe like a 1/16 inch lower than the height of the table saw, or it's really not helping you very much. So that's a bummer. I think it's supposed to be like this, so I think I'm just going to fill these parts with some leftover pieces of the legs, and try to make them look as nice as possible. Because I was trying to make this look as nice as possible using, 2x4s and 4x4s. So that's what I'm gonna do, but I decided to screw it in and both my batteries were dead, so I'm gonna come back to it and take a break from it because it's annoying. and I'll get back to it later. So that break turned into a couple of months, I think 2 months, and here's why, and it's kind of a safety tip. These are my work shoes, or my shop shoes, and I don't know if you can see, there's a little hole right there. Not that hole, that's ventilation, airflow hole. But I was wearing these and I was using the disc sander and it was vibrating the work table when this guy fell onto my foot. And I swore like a sailor, and thinking it just bruised my foot. But I pick it up and look at it, and I can see there's a broken off drill bit in it, and I think, oh no. So I look down at my shoe and I see the little hole, and I think, oh no. So I take my shoes off. I see a hole in my sock and it's filling with blood, and they're brand new socks, by the way. And I think, oh no, again. And I take off my sock and there's a big hole in my foot. And again, oh no. So I turn my foot over because I'm thinking it might have gone through the whole foot because it was a long piece of drill bit and there's no hole underneath my foot. So luckily it didn't go in very far. But what I should have been wearing was these, because obviously that could fall on them all day and I wouldn't even have noticed. But I don't usually wear these because these, at this point in the wear, are as comfortable as wearing nothing on your feet. They're not acceptable in public anymore, but they're very, very comfortable and cooler than these big honkin' things, which aren't nearly as heavy as a steel toe because they're, I think it was like polycarbonate toe. But obviously from the dust, since I haven't worn these in over 6 years, I think, and I've had a baby since then, and they say your feet grow when you're pregnant, so I don't even know if they still fit, but when it gets a little cooler, I might switch to these. So just a safety tip, because you can bang, it's not gonna hurt. And that little injury put me out of commission in the workshop for a couple weeks, so let's get back to the rest of the build. So I was sanding and this thing started wobbling like crazy. I felt like a kid trying to hold on to like a fire hose, just like this. So I took it apart and there was a screw right under here that was loose. You might have been able to get to it just by taking the screws off of here, but I took it all apart because I didn't know where it was going to be, and I should have put some Loctite maybe on there because it'll probably happen again. I'll have to take it apart again. And then I broke one of the brushes off, but I just slipped it back in. So maybe like way down the line that might be a problem, but I think it'll be okay for now because it runs like it's supposed to now. Alright, we don't need the horse table anymore. I'm gonna take it apart. Don't buy these. Junk. Harbor Freight. Quick clamps. And that is literally all the clamps that I own. And actually the two orange ones and the long pipe clamps, I stole those from my dad. So I think I need some more clamps.